Today I'm going to pick one person randomly to receive a New Year's reading. If you are new to my channel, this is something that I do every month. Every month you can enter this pool of names by pledging $2 or $4 on my Patreon page, and the person who gets picked is going to receive a reading from me. If you are interested in the details, you can read about it in the description. So it's almost the end of the year. It's crazy how fast this year has gone by. This month I'm offering 2 seasonal reading types. They are both New Year's readings. One of them is a little bit shorter, and I'm going to give this reading type to the person who wins this draw. But there's another reading type, another New Year's reading type, which is a little bit more detailed, and it's also longer. So if you would like to learn about the challenges and opportunities of the upcoming year, that's the reading type for you. Alright, let's see who our winner is. Our winner is Scarlett. So let's get to your reading right away, Scarlett. So this is a reading type. This is a spread that uses 5 cards. So I'm gonna draw 1 card for the entire year and 1 card for each season. So it's gonna be 1 card for January, February, and March, another for April, May, and June, a 3rd one for July, August, and September, and October, November, and December will be also discussed with the help of 1 card. So, Scarlett, what I would like you to do now, while I'm shuffling and cleansing the cards, I would like you to reflect on 2016. I'd like you to think about the things you've accomplished and the things you would like to change in the upcoming year. asking the cards to give us meaningful and clear guidance on what's coming up for you in 2017. Right now I'm doing a short energy cleansing. I apologize for any noises coming from my neighbors. These things are really out of my control, but I hope they are not too distracting. Alright, so we pick one card to represent your year as a whole. It's like a background presence in your entire year. So this card influences and modifies the meaning of all the other cards. This is the most important card. It's called the Significator. One card for January, February, March. One card for April, May, June. Excuse me. One card for July, August, September. And one for October, November, December. First, I'm gonna turn the cards around, and then we're gonna talk about what they mean. Interesting. So what we have here as your significator card is the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords in this deck is about an intellectual fight. It's about standing your ground, standing up for yourself, for what you believe in, and fighting for it all to the end. And looking at these four cards, what I see here is a process. It's a journey from A to B. It's a journey from chaos to order. This year, this upcoming year, is going to be very, very productive for you. It's gonna help you figure out a lot of aspects of your life, many aspects that you were previously not able to get under control. So what I see here really is that you are looking to take charge of your own life, to dominate the situations that are coming your way. And that is going to become possible, but it's not going to be easy by all means. You will have to be very clear on what you want and how you want to get it. So the Page of Swords also indicates the need to strategize better, because at this point, at the level of the page, you're still in the position where you're trying to make sense of things. You're trying to figure out how to approach certain problems, certain people and relationships. And there's a possibility that you might make a few mistakes along the way. But altogether, what I see here is that you're gonna make a lot of progress, especially in the area of work and career. This whole reading speaks to me about a woman who is trying to find her own voice and is trying to improve her overall circumstances, material circumstances. And so what we have here at the beginning of the year is the card of the devil. The beginning is gonna be kind of difficult. The devil always speaks to the ego, and it's not always a bad card, but it always represents disruption and chaos and disorganized behavior. So in the beginning, you can expect to run into some situations that are difficult to handle, and these might be projects and problems that still belong to last year, but they flow over into next year. So there's some residual problems from last year that you need to deal with at the beginning of next year. And so what you really need to be aware of at this point is that during this time, people will be extremely sensitive to how you communicate with them. So when communicating, it's very important for you not to come from a place of ego and a place of righteousness, because the Page of Swords has a very keen eye for social injustice and injustice in general. So with this combination, it's really easy to get carried away and get into conflicts that are not worth it. So my advice is, or the tarot's advice is, pick your battles. And even though there's an overall atmosphere of getting offended and offending others and being defensive, so it really looks like a battlefield in the beginning, your main focus should be maintaining peace and order, because at the end of the year we have the Emperor, which is the card to represent order, orderliness, discipline. So you really need to fight this one out if you want to create better circumstances for you and your loved ones. If your goal is to simplify your life, to make it more economical, to make it more organized, then you really need to be aware this underlying urge that you have here, represented by the Page of Swords, which is to set things right off the bat. So there's a level of impatience which can cause problems for you if you don't keep it in check. But as far as I can tell, there's a lot of good things coming, and it looks like you'll be able to keep it under control. And we have the Ten of Pentacles here, which represents a valuable business connection or material goods, resources coming your way. It represents abundance at its core. And the Page of Swords, in spite of being a little hot-headed and stubborn, the Page of Swords has the capacity to network in very efficient ways, because it belongs to the sword suit, which is astrologically connected with air, and air stands for communication. The page is at the entry level of the mastery of air, so there's a lot of curiosity, there's a lot of energy, youthful energy, fresh energy regarding this subject. So expect to have a lot of out-of-the-box ideas, outside-the-box ideas, and unorthodox plans surfacing in your mind. And if you can use them to your advantage, and if you can channel these energies into your work, your career, there's a lot of abundance coming in the second quarter of the year. The Ten of Pentacles, it's a wonderful card. And this abundance, this prosperity is going to enable you to start building something new in the third quarter of the year, because we have the Page of Pentacles here, And the Page of Pentacles is really about learning how to create something new. The Page of Pentacles is focused on producing, creating, and giving life to plans that have a tangible, physical, material result. This is key with this card. And when we have the two pages, the swords, page of swords and the Page of Pentacles together, that represents a wonderful business opportunity, especially if you have the Ten of Pentacles. So that will give you the resources, the connections that you need in order to start something new, to start building, creating, constructing new circumstances, new physical circumstances for you. And another thing about the Page of Pentacles is that it's very giving. The Page of Pentacles is very much focused on providing for others, so it really takes the edge of the Page of Swords, where the Page of Swords might be a little too focused on itself. So it's a really good combination. And at the end of the year, by the end of the year, you will have created an empire of discipline according to your own vision, whatever you consider to be discipline. If it's in terms of a healthy diet or regular exercise or a good work ethic or whatever it is, anything that represents discipline. At this point, you will have created a working system, an empire of that, and you will be the emperor of that empire. So you will have taken charge of all the different aspects of your life that you had previously wanted to control. So that's very good, but at the same time, there's a risk here, because the Emperor is a very cold, very calculated card. All it's interested in is maintaining order. And when you have it together with the Page of Swords, that might represent that you can, in certain cases, communicate your desires or your wishes in a very commanding manner. So you might come off as a little bit rude because, well, it's understandable, because you know what you want at this point and you expect everybody else to understand your vision. But the thing is, you might not be as efficient in communicating your goals and your desires as you think you are, because the Page of Swords is still learning how to communicate better. So you you need to be aware of that. But other than that, I think it's going to be a very productive and very interesting year, filled with opportunities, especially in the field of work and career. So, Scarlett, I really hope that you liked this reading. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to write me an email or connect with me in any other way. And to the others, if you like this reading and you would like to get a similar one, go to my Patreon page and you can order it there or via PayPal. But make sure to message me before you do that, okay? Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice